Hi guys, my name's Yvonne Metz. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today we are going to be starting our second doll crochet along, and this one is Diana's pattern and it's the Faye pattern. I think she's just absolutely adorable, you guys. If you're interested in joining this crochet along, the pattern is in our doll group. I will put all the information below. If you don't have Facebook and you want to join us, I will put that information down there also because it'll be on my blog. And this will be in 3 separate parts. So we're going to be doing the body first, and then the other stuff the second week, and then the third week. So anyways, guys, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, guys, so here's our materials. I'm going to be using Red Heart Super Saver. This color is Buff, and I'm using a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. It is a Tulip brand, and it says 4.4/0. I really like this brand. I will put the link for this down below. You need a pair of scissors, a couple stitch markers, and a yarn needle. All right, so grab your materials and let's get started. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to work the magic circle. So the way I do mine is I wrap the yarn around my finger like this. I loosen this one up here. I insert my hook underneath. This yarn here, I pull it through like that. Grab these strands, the working yarn over, and then make a chain, and then tighten that up, and that's how I do my magic circle. Now we're going to work 6 single crochets inside, so let's go ahead and insert our hook through the circle, yarn over, bring up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. Insert your hook into the circle again, yarn over, draw up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. And this is all we're doing. And we need 6 single crochets inside the circle. So that's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5 and 6. Go ahead and pull, and that will close your circle. And then now we're going to work round 2, which is 2 single crochets into each stitch that we just made. So go ahead and insert your hook under both loops, under both loops here, and draw up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. Go ahead and put your stitch marker, and then we'll tighten this again. And you're going to want to tighten it a little bit more as we go along. And then go ahead and insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, draw up the loop, yarn over, go through both. All right, we'll do another repeat. That's 2 single crochets into the next stitch, like that. Insert your hook, yarn over, draw it through, yarn over, go through both. So we're going to repeat that all the way till we get to the end, and I will meet you here. All right, I just finished my last repeat, and I do have 12. So now we're going to start round 3. And this is going to be another increase round. So we're going to single crochet in the next stitch, or the first one here, like so. Insert your stitch marker into that stitch, and then we're going to increase. So we're going to do 2 single crochets into the next stitch. That's 1. And this is 2. And this is the repeat pattern all the way around. All right, so let's go ahead. I'll do one more repeat with you. Single crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to increase, which is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Like so. I'll go ahead and finish my row or round and meet you back here. Alright, I finished my last repeat and now I have 18 stitches. So now we're on to round 4. Round 4 will be another increase round, and it's going to go like this. You're going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So here's your first single crochet. Let's go ahead and put that stitch marker in place. Go ahead and single crochet in the next stitch. And now we're going to do our increase, which is 2 single crochets into the next stitch. And that's 1 and 2. So let's do one more repeat. That's single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then an increase. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and that's your repeat, and I'll have it there on the screen for you. So repeat that all the way around and I will meet you at the end. Alright, I'm at the end of round 4 and I have 24 single crochets. Now we're going to do round 5, another increase round, and this one we're going to work a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. There's our first one. Go ahead and replace the stitch marker. Here's the second one and the third, and then we're going to work our increase, which is 1 and 2. All right, that's going to be our repeat. I'll do one more with you, and again I will have the instructions on the screen. So here is 1, 2, 3, and then an increase, which is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And just repeat that pattern all the way till you get to your stitch marker. Alright, so I finished round 5 and I ended with 30 stitches. Now on to round 6. We're going to be working, let me take the stitch marker out. We're going to be working 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So here's our first, mark our stitch right there, and then here's the second, here's the third, here's the fourth, and then we're going to increase. So that's 1 and 2. So let's do one more repeat, and again I'll have the instructions on the screen. So it's going to be 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then your increase, which is 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Okay, I will meet you at the end. Alright, so now I finished my round and I have 36 stitches. So for round 7 we're going to go ahead and we're going to work 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So here's our first, insert our hook, our stitch marker, insert our hook into the next stitch. That's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, and then an increase. So that's 2 in 1, like so. We'll do one more repeat. So that's 1 single crochet into the next 5. So that's 1, and here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an increase. Just like that. So I'll go ahead, finish my repeats, and I'll meet you back here at the end. All right, so we have 42 stitches. That's the end of round 7. Now on to round 8. We're going to start by working 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. So here's 1, mark that stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to go ahead and do our increase. All right, so let's do that again. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then an increase. So repeat that till you get all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. All right, so we just finished round 8. Well, you should have 48 stitches. Now let's go to round 9, and we'll start with 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. This is still an increase round, so let's go ahead and 1 single crochet. Go ahead and put your stitch marker back in there like so, and then we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then our increase, which is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And that is our repeat. So go ahead and do that all the way around, which is 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitches and then an increase. I will meet you here at the end of row 9. All right, I finished round 9 and I ended with 54 stitches. So on to round 10, which is our last increase round. We're going to do 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches. So here is 1. Put our stitch marker back in. Here is 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then our not our repeat, but our increase of 2 stitches in the next single crochet, and that will be our repeat. Again, it'll be on the screen. You'll do 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches, and then you'll do an increase. I will meet you at the end of round 10. All right, I just finished round 10 and I have a total of 60 stitches. Now for rounds 11 through 25, we will just be doing 1 single crochet into each stitch around, And so I'll get started with you. So let's go ahead and we're just going to do 1 single crochet like that. Mark your stitch, and this is all we're doing, just 1 single crochet all the way around until you get to the end, and then we're going to repeat that until we get to round 25. Alright, so I will meet you when I have all of mine done. Alright guys, so now I finished round 25, and I'm going to pull this out just a little bit because now is the time where we're going to add our safety eyes, or you can embroider your eyes if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and use safety eyes, and the size I'm using are 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter. It just really depends. Mine, I think it's a perfect size for my stitch. If yours is coming out smaller than mine or bigger, then go ahead and just use the eyes that looks right for your doll, okay? So let me see. It says you're going to place your eyes between rows 19 and 20. So let's go ahead and count. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So here's 19 and 20. So we'll go right in here in between. Okay, so I'll keep my finger right there. And I just kind of like to have it in the middle, right here towards the back. I don't think it really matters, so it's just really me. So let me see, I'm going to place my first eye right here. Let's put that in there like that. And then we're going to go and do maybe 5 stitches in between. If you think you want them more spaced out, then just, you know, however it looks good to you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and count over 5 stitches, or approximately. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know, that looks kind of a little too close. So I'm going to move it just maybe right here. Let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go one more, so about 7 I'm going to do. And let me make sure, yeah, right about here. Again, it's all going to depend on the size that you're getting, okay? So there, I think I like that. Okay, so before I put the little washers in the back, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my eyelashes. So I've already got my black thread ready, and I'm going to go ahead, and this is how I do it. And like I said, everybody's going to do it different, but however you want to do it is fine. I'm just going to show you the way I do. So I'm going to go ahead and I want it to come about right here. So I'm going to put my needle on the inside and have it pop out like that. Okay, leave a little bit here like this, and then go by your eye like that, and then pull it through, and that's one lash. And then I'm going to have this one come up kind of right next to it like that, and then go down right in the same area where the other one is, like that. And then I think, I don't know, I think I want to add one more. Maybe I'm going to have one more coming out up here. Let's see how that looks. So just like this. Like that. I think I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave mine like this. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. So I'm just going to tie this in a knot back here. Let's see. Just like that. Tie it like this. And one more time. And then go ahead and cut that like that. And you can leave that like this. So go ahead and repeat this on the other eye, and I will meet you when I'm done with mine. All right, so now I have my eyelashes on, and now we're going to go ahead and put these washers in the back. So you want to always put the flat side down like this. All right, and just go ahead and push, and you're going to hear it lock in place. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And one more. There we go. And I'm deciding whether I want to give her eyebrows. I think I will. So let's go ahead and let me see, where do I want them? I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to start here. And this won't, it's just extra. If, you know, it's optional, you don't have to. But I'm going to just go ahead and hop over like that. And I don't know, I'm going to pull that out. Let's see. I'm going to try it again. Let's see. There, I think I like that. And let's see. Or maybe I'll just add another extra. Let's see if I can do this. Like this. And then put it back. Just like that. There, I think I like that better. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other side. And again, this is optional. You don't have to put an eyebrow on her. And I'm going to do the same thing. And just go ahead and tie this in a knot. And I'll do just one more. Like that. All right, so I'm going to do that to the other side, and I will be right back. All right, so I finished my eyebrows. I think she's going to look really cute. So let's go ahead, and now we're going to be decreasing. So round 26 is going to be worked like this. So let's go ahead and remove our stitch marker. And this is going to be our repeat. Again, I will have the text up on the screen there for you. So we're going to single crochet in the next 8 stitches. So let's go ahead and start with 1, put our stitch marker back in, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we're going to decrease. Now the decrease, we're just going to be using the 2 front loops of the next 2 stitches, okay? So let's go ahead, insert your hook into the first front loop, yarn over, draw up a loop, go into your next front loop, yarn over. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 3. And I try to keep that part pretty tight. All right, so that is our repeat, single crochet in 8 stitches and then a single crochet decrease, and I will meet you here at the end of round 26. All right, I finished round 26, so on to round 27, and I have 54 stitches around. Okay, let's go ahead, take your stitch marker out. Now we're going to work 7 single crochets in the next 7 stitches. All right, so let's go ahead, and here's 1, 2, put our stitch marker back in there, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then we're going to decrease again in the front loops only. 2 loops on your hook, go into the next one, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, go through all 3 loops on your hook. All right, and that's our next set of decreases. 7 single crochets in the next 7 stitches, and then a decrease, and I will meet you at the end of round 27. All right, so I finished round 27 and I have 48 stitches. So now on to round 28, and this repeat will be as follows. We're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So here's 1, put our stitch marker back in there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then decrease. Again, working in the front loops only of the next 2 stitches. And that's it. That's our repeat. So go ahead and do that 5 more times, and I will meet you here at the end. All right, I finished round 28 and I have 42 stitches. So at this point, and you don't have to add a nose if you don't want to, but I want a nose on her. So I'm going to go ahead and add it now before the opening gets smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to put it kind of right here in the middle in between the eyes. So from underneath, I think I'm just going to go like 1 row down. Let me see. Like right there. Like that. No, I want it a little bit more this way. Okay, just, yeah, there we go. And then what I'm going to do, have it this way, it's much easier. I'm just going to go over, see, 1, 2, 3 stitches, and all I'm doing is going to go back and forth like this. Tighten that up. You don't want it too tight because you don't want to stretch the stitches and have the stuffing come out. So just like this, tack over a few more. Let's see, have it come up this way. Okay, and then see how that looks. I think that's good. Let me see. Yeah, I think that looks good. So I'm just going to do 1 more. Put that in there like this. And then go ahead and you're going to tie your knot. Just like that. And then snip that off. And now we'll continue working on round 29. Okay, so round 29, we are going to do, let's see, single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So go ahead, and here's 1. Put our stitch marker back in, and there's 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then another decrease. All right, and that will be our repeat. So go ahead and do that all the way around, which will be 5 more times, and I will meet you at the end. All right, so I finished round 29 and I have 36 stitches. So on to round 30. And let's see, round 30 is single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So here is 1. Put our stitch marker back in. 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to go ahead and decrease. So like that. And that is our repeat. So go ahead and repeat that 5 more times, and I will meet you here at the end. All right, round 30 is done, and I have 30 stitches. So round 31, let's see, it's going to be worked like this. We're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, put that stitch marker back in, and 3, and then let's go ahead and do a decrease like so. All right, so go ahead and repeat that 5 more times, and I will meet you here at the end. All right, I finished round 31 and I have 24 stitches. Now we're going to work our last round, which is round 32, the last decrease. So let's go ahead and single crochet in the first or the next 2 stitches. Oh, marker stitch, and that's 1 and 2, and then we're going to go ahead and decrease, and front loop, and that's our repeat. So go ahead and work your repeat, and I will meet you at the end of round 32. All right, so I finished round 32. You should have 18 single crochets all the way around. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and finish it off. So go ahead and slip stitch to the first one like that, and leave a generous piece of yarn because we're going to sew it onto the body later. All right, there we go. So now what we're going to do is stuff our doll head. So go ahead, and you don't want to overstuff it. Let me see if I can find my tool. It's so much easier. I thought I had it right here. So go ahead, and we're just going to stuff. And then we're kind of like shaping her head as we go. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Here it is. So let's go ahead, and much easier. Use that. And then just go ahead and do that. And just go ahead and keep stuffing yours until it's nice and firm. And I will meet you back here when I have mine done. All right, I finished stuffing her head, and I think it looks pretty good. There's, it's not really loose or soft, it's nice and firm, and I didn't overstuff it. So let's move on to the arms. All right, guys, let's go ahead and we're going to work on the arms. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with the magic circle again. Insert your hook underneath, pull the yarn through and up like this. And we're going to chain 1. And inside our circle, we are going to work 5 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to pull the yarn like that to close it up. And now round 2, we're going to work 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So under both loops, here's our first and our second. And go ahead and put your stitch marker. And then we're going to do 2 more single crochets into the next stitch. Alright, and then the last 3 stitches, we're going to just repeat what we've been doing, which is 2 single crochets into each stitch. Alright, and that is going to give us a count of 10 single crochets. And that's the end of round 2. Just pull that. Now for rounds 3 through 23, we are going to just work a single crochet into each stitch around, and that is our repeat. And there's 2. Let me put the stitch marker in again. Alright, so that's all we're doing for rounds 3 through 23. And when you get a few more rows, you just want to stuff the tip of your arm, which would be the hand area, just with a little bit of stuffing, and then you leave the rest. If you want to stuff it lightly, you can. I didn't, but you can if you'd like. And then I'll meet you when I am done with my 23 rounds. Alright, so I am done with round 23, and now all we're going to do is finish this off, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you're just going to slip stitch in here like this, bring it through, and then go ahead and you're going to leave a long piece of yarn so that you can sew it onto the body. But for this demonstration, what I am going to do is I want to try to sew this when we do the body and the legs together. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and pinch it together and then insert your hook into these 2 loops right here and then back like this. So through double, okay? And just single crochet. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and then we're just going to put 1 more here. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm just going to try something different. You can just go ahead and finish it off and then leave your strand to sew. All right, so here we go. Just in case it doesn't work out, I left a little bit yarn so we can sew it if I can't sew it onto the body as I go along. So go ahead and make your other arm. I'm going to go ahead and make another video for the legs and the body so that you're not watching this big old hour video. So go ahead, make your other arm, and I will put the link down below to the video after this one. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.